Hey guys, it's Dave, and I apologize in advance if my voice seems pretty quiet. It's because I'm trying to be very quiet. It's late at night. I don't want to wake anyone up. Probably try to increase my voice volume in editing. We'll see if that works. Anyway, we're going to be doing a video we have not done in quite some time, and that is a actual Warframe review. Yay! I'm not sure review how to get video. I want to do a little more review than normal. So yeah, what Warframe are we getting? We are getting Inaros. And so yeah, of course, I'll go over a couple things and we'll build them, talk about this quest. So to get Inaros, you have to complete Inaros, Sand of Inaros. I believe I'm saying it Inaros. Yeah. People complain all the time that I say things wrong, and I really just don't care. I say them the way I wish to say them. Anyway, so the way you get this quest is you have to buy it from the Void Trader. Now, I'm forgetting his actual name at the moment. I think it's Maroon or something with M. There's a really loud helicopter going around right now. Anyway, so he does not show up all the time. You have to be careful for him. And when he does show up, if you... Shut up, Ortis. Once he does show up, if you're on, there will be a message... Boro. Okay, whatever. Actually, wait, no, that's the wrong one. Is it this one? It might be, I don't know. Anyway, they send you a message, I don't know, maybe it just doesn't stay there, telling you which relay he'll be at. So I'll just show you really quick, maybe I'll edit part of this out. I always prefer the Saturn relay. Go there and show you how this works. I wish there was a plane. Okay, we're in the relay, and once you get here, nice cape on that guy, you have to run over here. Now, if he was here, now granted he could be at any relay, he does not appear all of them at once, only one at a time. And again, they'll tell you in the message they send, he'll be on one of these pillars. I think it's pretty much always this one, but there will be, right here, it says Trader services in 7 days, 11 hours, 36 minutes, and 23 seconds. So obviously check this in your game to see when he will be showing up. Now, next important part, you will need ducats. Ducats are another form of currency in the game, separate from the platinum and the credits. You get ducats for turning in prime parts. Obviously, so you see here, Trinity Prime Blueprint, you get 45 ducats for. Now the quest that you have to buy from him, he only trades in ducats. Excuse me. Costs, I believe, 350 ducats. So you're gonna need 350 ducats in order to get the quest. Actually, it might be 150. I'll put the accurate number on screen now. Go edit it in editing. So yeah, now with that, let us go ahead and I'll return to my ship and explain some of to you. And okay, so how does this quest work? Well, after you get it, you have to activate it in here. Obviously mine says complete, but it won't if you just finish, get it. Oh, actually, I think you have to craft it too. I'm not sure about that, but you have to like actually craft the quest in your crafting thing. I believe I have another quest that needs to be crafted. Yeah, hidden messages. I haven't crafted that yet. I need some Orc and ciphers. Anyway, so yeah, once you craft the quest, then you go over there and start it. They'll have you go in and to the tomb, and you go to the tomb. Okay, the important part is that at the end of the tomb, you will get a vase. Now, in order to go on to the next quest line, you have to kill so many enemies to fill up the vase to put in front of the door. You have to do this 3 times. I will have a chart on screen now about which enemies can occur, because it's actually kind of random. There's 3 different enemies that can occur for each stage. So I believe when I did it, mine went walkers, brood mothers, manics. That's how it went. And so yeah, if you have any helpful tips about any of the creatures that I mentioned for farming them, go ahead and put them in the comments. I'm not going to cover all of them. There's quite a few. But yeah, well, once you do that, go ahead and start killing those creatures, getting that vase full. And then once you get it full, your quest will update, go back to the place, put it in front of the door, open the next door. You have to do it 3 times, again, with 3 different sets of enemies. And every time you're going to have to fight an increasingly difficult mini-boss. In fact, the last one is just absurd. It's actually, I'll spoil it, it's Inaros. You have to fight Inaros and his little guardian things, and it is incredibly frustrating. I had a very difficult time with that. I eventually got it done. So once you get that, once you do the whole quest, you will have the entire Inaros set of, parts and blueprint. So yeah, let's go ahead. I believe, just in case, if you, for some reason, I can't remember if they give you the blueprint or not. If they don't, the way you would get the blueprint is you go here, you go to, you hit equip on your Warframe, go down to the, go down, I don't want to hit the purchase button, to the, actually I think it's, yeah. And there normally, see right here it says purchase, not gonna hit that. There would be a thing underneath it that would say purchase blueprint. Now I'm pretty sure they give it to you during the quest, but if they don't, this is how you purchase it. So yeah, let's go ahead and walk over here and build the parts. Now I will go, okay. So the Inaros chassis takes 3 Neroids, 300 plastids, 1000 nanospores, and 100 oxium. Nothing too difficult. Go away. Load this. There we go. The Inaros Neuroptics, 150 platinum, 2 nitrain extract. I have a video on that if you need help with it. 350 polymer bundles and 500 plastids. And the Inaros Systems takes 2 argon crystals. I have a video on that. I believe I do anyway. 1600 nanospores, 3000 polymer bundles, and 5000 circuits. So of course, let's just go ahead and start building all of these. And I will return. Obviously, I'm just going to build this when these are done. So I will return when Inaros is fully constructed. Okay, it's been 3 days. It's been 12 hours. Let's go ahead and claim the parts for Inaros and Inaros, what the hell is these called? And it does take 1 extra organ cell to begin his blueprints. Of course, just tap that, and yeah, I will see you in 3 days. Okay, it's probably been more than 3 days actually, but let's go ahead and claim Inaros. Yes, purchase slide. That's good. Gotta go fast. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what he looks like. Now let's go to one of the level up slots that I have, just for leveling up things. And where is he? Alphabetical order. There we go. He looks very thin. Let's go check out first what he has. Helmet wise, I don't know if he has. Okay, yeah, he does have 2 helmets. They're both, shall we say, intricate. This one actually is probably the better one. I thought I might actually have both of these blueprints, but I just don't. I didn't make them. Should have made. If I had that one, I should have made it. It looks pretty cool actually. What kind of skins does he have? He doesn't have any skins. Okay. Attachments. Let's go ahead and put some attachments. I'm not sure what would look good with this guy. I'm thinking just throwback basic. Why not? We'll put. How do these even look on him? They look. I hate how you can't change the color of these things. That's really rather annoying, actually. Okay, he's got like weird feet. Look at that. So I'm not loving the way he looks, but I do know that he does have some interesting abilities. So we'll have to go over those in a minute. Oh wait, oh man. Okay, I want it. Whatever that look was I just saw. I want it. That was like black, black. It was like all black except like the outlines were like hot pink. That looks actually pretty cool. We'll do a dark blue. Yeah. Ooh, I like that. That's a cool. That's a good look. That's a good look for him. I like it. Okay. Let's just leave it at that. Let's go ahead and look at what his abilities say they are. Starting with his passive, while bleeding out, Inaros becomes entombed in a protective sarcophagus. He can revive himself by draining the life force from nearby enemies and allies. That is very interesting. Okay, I'm not even going to pronounce. Blast enemies with a wave of cursed sand that blinds them and steals their health. Okay. This one's called Devour. Hold power to trap target in quicksand and draw them in for devouring. This steals health and ultimately creates a friendly sand shadow. Interesting. Now this one's the one that probably everyone's seen. It's the sandstorm, where it becomes like a little sand tornado. Becomes a whirling spiral of sand that sends enemies flying and devours those trapped in quicksand. And next one is Scarab Swarm. This is number 4. Charge to transform health into hardened armor. Discharge to blast enemies with Scarab Swarm. Survivors have their health drained and bestowed on allies. Very interesting. So he's kind of like a tank, I guess you could say. Anyway, well, I'm gonna go run around and play with him for a little bit, and then I'll give you my thoughts once I've done that. So I will see you in a moment. Okay, guys, we're at the very end of this video, and really quickly, let's go over his abilities before I give him a potato rating. So, first, let's just go see what were we gonna. Let's just do some elite lancers. Let's do 20 of them, and we'll make them like level 5 or something. 2, no, 5. Yeah, that sounds okay. Simulate. Okay, so his first ability is Desiccate. Really simple. Got this like sandstorm, throwing sand at someone to knock people over. Very good for large crowds. I've found it's pretty much, yeah, it's really good for large crowds. So yeah, let's go ahead and clear that, and I can grab some more energy. Okay, his next ability is called Devour. Now I actually really like this ability, but it's kind of useless sometimes, especially against high level enemies. So the way it works is you have to look at an enemy and hold down number 2, and then you bring them in and you turn them into a sand thing. Now I'm not really sure if there's a limit. I should have looked that up, but I bet there is a limit on how many you can have, and sometimes it doesn't give you one. So yeah, that's a thing that can happen. So overall, it's fun, but it's really, like, with higher level enemies, it's really kind of useless because it takes way too long to turn them into one of those sand things, and honestly, they're not really worth it. And they can die pretty easily too, so it's fun, but it's like not like the best thing in the world. Anyway, the third ability is called Sandstorm, and it's pretty obvious what it does. Turn yourself into a giant tornado of sand, or some people may say a sandstorm. and you go around, and it uses energy as you spin. So actually, in large crowds, if the enemies keep dropping energy, it can be pretty awesome because it can go on forever because you pick it up while you're in the tornado, sandstorm, whatever the hell you want to call it. And then finally, let's just jump over here again, grab some more energy. His last ability is actually quite unique. I need to scan some more people. So his last ability actually draws upon his health. So look at my health, and then the way it works is you hold down number 4. So I'm gonna hold it down, and then once, see, there's a percentage point on it now, and you can see my health is lower as well. That once you get to 25%, you can use this attack. So you have to be looking at someone, and it like engulfs them in sand. Now it was kind of a bad show of it, but what it would do is if you used it on, like, let's say one enemy in the front of a crowd, all the enemies behind him would get affected by these the scarabs that were crawling on him. And this actually is incredibly useful for crowd control. In a large group of enemies, if you just do one, it will then affect all the ones behind him. And on top of that, it will affect any new enemies that get close to the enemies affected by the scarab swarm. So it can be incredibly helpful for crowd control. And on top of that, the health that they steal from the enemies actually is given to nearby allies. So yeah, that's really awesome. I can't really show you the full effect in here. Let's see, maybe I can. Let's get some, I need some stronger enemies. Okay, right over here. Let's crank their level up to. Actually, wait, let's do another enemy like Lancers. 20 Lancers at level 10. That should be 15. That should be good enough. Okay, you. Okay, see, they're all affected by it. Now they're gonna start dying, and so yeah, any health that was stolen from them would have been given to allies that were nearby. So I think you get the gist of it. Let's go ahead and head back over to the platform, and then I will give him my Lenny Face Potato rating. I was actually thinking about this. This is actually the second time I've tried to record this. My microphone died for some reason the first time, so yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna give him, because I don't really like the way he looks all that much, honestly. He looks really cool right now, but his like base look isn't that good to me. I do like his helmet selection though, so that plays into it. I really like his abilities. I like the way he plays and the fact that he can revive himself. I know I can't really show that, but well, I could, but I would really have to be dead. So actually, let me just talk about that really quick. He can revive himself. That's why he's so interesting, is that when he dies, he's entombed in a coffin, and he can zap the life energy out of nearby enemies, and if you do it enough, he can revive himself. That's an incredibly interesting ability. Oh, on top of that, he doesn't have any shields. He's a pure tank. He has a ton of health, as you can see, 4,000 health. No shields, though. So I really like, he's a very interesting Warframe. But I don't really like the way he looks all that much. So, because of that, I'm going to give him 8 out of 10 Lenny Face Potatoes. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you have any ideas for future Warframe videos, please leave them in the comments down below. The next Warframe video should be, I'm not going to make any promises, but should be on Ash. Or it will be a form of video. So yeah, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video. I'm falling, and I fall.